And welcome to FanPark Live. We have just witnessed history. We have just witnessed greatness. I've got my leg in the hair because I busted my Achilles tendon. But Cristiano Ronaldo, is he the greatest of all time? Was that one of the greatest Champions League goals of all time? 2 more goals. Real Madrid all but through to another semi-final. It was majestic. We're going to cover it with Claude in just a moment. Before we do that, please go and download the OneFootball app. That would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. For all your statistics, your news, league tables, and much, much more surrounding football, go and give that a bit of a go. And on top of that, the ultimate football fan. The people that power all of this, we now have our own application. So please go and check that out as well. All the information is in the description below. Claude, I mean, look, it was a 3-0 victory. Real Madrid dominated, but that goal by Ronaldo, something else, right?
It's sensational. I don't think I've seen a better goal in the Champions League. And there've been some great goals, but that's amazing. No. And even the Juve fans clapping, that says it all.
That was the bit for me. Again,
that says it all,
people
mate.
will throw out dozens of other goals they preferred, but the goal made Juventus fans give Ronaldo a standing ovation.
It's absolutely incredible goal. The only thing, the dampener on it, I think the second yellow card to Dybala stopped Juve trying to get back into the game. I thought it ruined it completely. But that goal was absolutely incredible. What a player! What a player!
And it's one of those goals as well. No matter how you feel about Ronaldo, you want it to be the goal for the winning team, because otherwise it will end up being sort of forgotten. But it wasn't just obviously the technique, the cleanness of the ball, where he put it in, put it into the corner of the net. It was also the way he was running away from the goal to get out of the box to it. Managed to generate the power to send the ball back in the other direction.
The execution, everything about it.
Yeah, just one of them goals. Honestly,
listen, mate.
You just got. If any, look, it doesn't matter if you don't think it's the best ever.
No, but
just enjoy it.
Oh, you got to enjoy
just
that.
enjoy it. Don't lose any sleep over debating the worst or the best. Everyone's gonna have a difference of opinion.
Incredible,
but it was phenomenal.
He could have had a hat trick tonight, couldn't he?
Yeah, he missed for some sitters. Yeah, he missed a sitter.
An easy chance,
absolute sitter as well.
But listen, I thought the referee did destroy it a bit though with that sending off though.
It was weak. It was weak, wasn't it? Weak red card.
No, and I mean, it stopped them. I mean, at 2-0, you never know, they might have got one back. It might have been a bit better. It completely finished the game off. But that goal and the time of the goal, it's not as if they were 3-0 up already. But the time of the goal, and it's when the game was still in the balance, to score a goal like that. Amazing. I mean, well, I don't think I'll see a better goal than that. For a long time.
No, it's in knockouts as well, away at Juventus.
Exactly.
I mean, you had everything together, phenomenal. But listen, we want to hear from Real Madrid fans, we want to hear from Juventus fans and neutrals alike, your views and opinions on that game. We want to talk about the referee, as Claude has put it. We've got a call coming through now. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Dominic.
Hello, Dominic.
Hi, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, yes.
I'm very good, thank you. We'll jump straight into it before looking at the result. How good was that goal?
That goal was just out of this world, man. It was just amazing. I could easily watch it again and again and again. It's just an amazing goal.
I mean, on top of that, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo now scores in 10 consecutive Champions League games. I mean, would you consider him to be the greatest in the world?
Yeah, he is the greatest, and he's still going strongly and prove people wrong. Because some people thought he must be finished because of the way he hasn't been scoring for like a couple of goals, but he's been really proved people really wrong.
Yeah, that's right. He started the season slowly. They all said that he was finished. He's over the hill.
Never right, as I say, form is class.
Yeah, form is temporary, class is permanent. Absolutely.
Listen, I just think. He's one of these great players. They come along now, very rarely that sort of together, like Ronaldo, Messi, all these players coming together. It's an incredible era. You know what I mean? It's an incredible era to see players of that standard.
Yeah, of course, because
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you'd remember Maradona playing as an example. See, my generation didn't see that.
Maradona,
so
Cruyff. I remember, these
Van Basten.
Yeah. But these two, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're absolutely amazing players.
Dominic, when you look at Real Madrid now, though, for the remainder of this tournament, do you make them the favourites to win it again?
Yeah, they obviously have the experience because they've been winning Champions League before, and they just show it again by beating Juventus by 3-0. So I think they've got a chance again to win the Champions League again.
Mate, really do appreciate your call, Dominic. Thank you very much as ever. Thank you. A few of these comments coming through saying my favourite volley is Zidane versus Leverkusen in the Champions League final. Yes, that was a great goal.
That's fantastic.
Zlatan's overhead kick against England.
Oh, yeah.
Which was phenomenal. The difference is, say,
he
Zlatan
scored a special goal the other night as well.
Yeah, oh my God.
Against,
I suppose the issue with those goals are one's in the MLS where the standard's lower and the other's friendly. But that's with this goal. Champions League away game against one of the best defences, actually the best defending team in European football, against the run of play, an overhead kick that makes the opposing fans give you a standing ovation. You add all that into the mix. It's amazing. And everyone's, look, there's no wrong or right answers. Your favourite's your favourite. Do a few more of these comments before we have some more calls. Ronaldo is not the greatest ever. He's in the top 5 in my opinion, but Messi is the greatest of all time. And Joshua, you're allowed that opinion.
I disagree. I think, I mean, I've watched Diego Maradona and I'd have him above them both, actually, to be honest with you. I think Diego Maradona was something else. I mean, and you've got to remember, in them days, you had to ride a few big tackles.
Big tackle, yeah.
And
yeah.
I just think Maradona stands out to me, but that's opinion. Everyone's got their opinion.
Absolutely, and that's the thing of it. Everybody does. Everybody does. Somebody here says Peter fucking Crouch against Man City. Yeah, Peter Crouch has tweeted actually saying only special play, only a very few of us can score goals like that, and he is right. I mean, Andy Carroll's overhead kick last year for West Ham.
Yeah, they're special goals.
Yeah, they always are. They always are.
But the way, it's just that something special about that goal tonight. It's the way, the timing and everything, and at the stage of the game as well. Because that game was firmly in the balance, and he scored such a goal like that.
No,
incredible.
Absolutely
incredible.
We've got a Real Madrid fan we're going to speak to on Discord. We've got a Real Madrid fan coming through to me now. Hello, Commander. Are you there? Commander. Can't hear Commander. We're going to carry on talking? I'll keep going. Someone here, Alexander Lacazette here, that's the username, says, Claude, I put a $5 on Ronaldo to score a hat-trick and then he missed that sitter. I'm as angry as you are with Aubameyang. So you must have told people then.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you see my video the other day?
No, I didn't see it, but so if you don't know, yeah. Let
no, I'm still can't get over that. I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't understand that. But listen.
One sec. Sorry, Tommy Gorton said he's trying to get through on the phone lines. Tommy, just keep trying because there's so many calls coming through. Just literally keep calling back every few minutes.
There we go.
We've got a phone call now. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi, sir. It's Safe.
Oh, Safe. How are you, mate?
I'm fine, man. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What was your thoughts on Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid's performance tonight against Juve?
Very good performance. I'm quite pleased for Real Madrid, even though I hate Real because I'm a Man United supporter, as you know, and half of the players are Man United players, like Ronaldo. Ronaldo would not be as good as he is now without Fergie. That's number one.
Sorry,
and number two.
He said that Ronaldo wouldn't be as good as he is now without Fergie.
Well, yeah, I think Alex Ferguson has helped his career, but he's gone on his best. I mean, he was very good at Man United, but I think his best days have been at Real Madrid. He's gone up another level since he's gone to Real Madrid.
And he carried on going levels.
But you've got to give praise to Alex Ferguson, not just Alex Ferguson. Let's not forget the rest of the coaching staff in the Man United.
Carlos Queiroz.
Exactly, and all the other coach. It's not just Ferguson, you know. It's there's a lot of good coaches at Man United at the time.
And Safe, I mean, you look at Real Madrid now. Would you make them the favourites to retain the Champions League title 3 years on the bounce, or is there another team in Europe that's more dangerous than they are right now?
The only team I can say is Barcelona. But can I just add one thing?
Yes.
That goal I mean, I could score that goal. It's very, very easy. If you take me to a park, I would score that bicycle kick.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult, Terry.
Did the alarm clock wake you up then, or what?
No.
Safe,
No,
Safe.
but it's
I've
not
seen you,
difficult.
Safe. I've seen you.
We've seen you safe.
No, you're about 4 foot tall. You're skinny with a really big head. I don't think you'd even be able to jump.
Oh, come on. How do you see me? Oh, I have you on.
Because you're the guy stalking me outside my work.
I'll tell you what. Get someone to video it and then send it in to us.
Yeah, I can
do it,
hear
yeah?
you.
Well, I mean, if Terry meets me in a park and he crosses the board, then I'll show him.
In all fairness, Safe,
I
you've
could do
been. Just everyone knows you. Listen, this guy's Safe. He's the guy that's been like. He used to take pictures outside my work and stuff. This guy's been like.
I don't.
He's kind of my stalker. He'd drive past Canary Wharf and take pictures of my building and things.
Is that right, Safe?
No, it's not right. I see him on Facebook. I see him on Twitter. I'm in contact with him on Twitter.
Oh, right, yeah, all right.
You love me, don't you, Safe?
Well, I'm not gay, but I am a good friend of you.
Oh, that's good, that's good. He's a good friend.
Safe, you take care, my friend. Take care of yourself, mate. Thank you.
Take
Bye
care.
Well
bye.
done, Safe. Good call, mate.
Yeah, we've got another call. In my earphones or on the phone? Discord. Who's it? Hello? How are you?
Manchester United.
He's gone
fan.
again. What's happening, Jay?
I think Discord is discording.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Good,
How are
good,
you
good.
guys?
What's your name, mate?
My name is Wally. I'm a
Wally.
Manchester United fan.
Okay, great, great. Where are you calling from?
I'm a Bangladeshi, but I'm calling from the United States.
Okay, whereabouts in America?
In Minnesota.
Ah, nice. That's a great city. I've been there. It's a wonderful place, Minnesota.
Yeah, man, it's snowing right now.
Yeah, I bet it is. A bit freezing. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, give us your thoughts on tonight's performance, Ronaldo's goal. Where's your mind at, my friend?
Well, first of all, as a Manchester United fan, obviously it's great to see Ronaldo score those goals and that assist. And it's so obvious. Ronaldo is obviously the best player in the world right now. There is no questions. There's no doubts. Messi is a great player, but he just falls short, in my opinion.
So, what is it that for you that makes Cristiano Ronaldo the greatest player right now? What is it that he does that Messi doesn't?
Ronaldo has done it in 2 different countries. He's won every single trophy there is in 2 different leagues. He's won an international trophy with a team that, let's face it, Portugal isn't really a real big team. Whereas Messi in all his career has been coddled by Barcelona, in my opinion, and he's bottled it at 2 finals, the Copa. What do you call it? The Copa America.
Yep.
And he's bottled it at the World Cup final with one of the best Argentine teams there is. So.
I don't agree with completely with all of your points. I agree with some of them. For me, Ronaldo is the player that I enjoy. It comes down to who I enjoy watching the most, who excites me the most. Messi does things that mesmerise me, there's no doubt. But Ronaldo excites me. When he picks up the ball, his directness, his play, the goal he scored tonight. I mean, there was a tweet I saw earlier.
That bicycle goal was just sensational.
Yeah, I mean, how good a goal would you rate that in terms of Champions League history?
It has to be one of the best. Like, there is no doubt. Like, for me, the 99 goal winning, like the one that won us the Champions League for Manchester United has to be up there with that.
Wow. That's some big stuff. Who would you make favourites now to go on and lift the Champions League trophy? I know we've still got all the other quarter-final games to go and be concluded, but who's favourites in your mind?
I mean, it has to be Real Madrid, in my opinion. It has to be Real Madrid. Bayern Munich gets a shout, and if Manchester City goes past, it's hard for me to say this, but if Manchester City goes past Liverpool, then they're one of the favorites. I don't see even if Liverpool goes past City, I don't see them winning the Champions League.
I agree with you on that. I really, really do. I think I've got this feeling Liverpool are going to beat them. I said it in my preview earlier. But in all likelihood, forget what I think the general consensus is we're going to have the 4 best teams in European football of Man City, Madrid, Barca, and Bayern Munich. We're probably going to end up with those 4 teams, is what most of the bookies would tell you,
probably.
and most football fans think. And if those are the 4 teams in the semi-finals, then you would say, well, actually, the 4 best teams are there, and I don't think anybody would quabble over that.
I'll tell you what, Liverpool.
Yeah, true.
Let's
That's
see
true.
how the game at Anfield goes tomorrow. I think that's going to be.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Look, Wally, mate, really do appreciate your call. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you. A few
I was
people.
going to ask you something.
Yeah, go on.
Do you think Ronaldo will come back and finish career at Man United?
You asking me or Wally?
Yeah, do you think? No, you.
Me?
And Wally.
Yeah,
Maybe.
go on, Wally. You answer that first. Do you think Ronaldo will come back to Manchester United? Oh, Wally's gone. I'll answer it. No.
Would you be in favour of it?
If he came, I wouldn't be upset. It depends on how the deal happens. I wouldn't want to lose one of a young. I wouldn't want to lose David De Gea for him, as an example. I wouldn't want to lose Martial or Rashford, or Pogba, as an example. I wouldn't want to lose any of those players for him because he's.
Has he got 2 or 3?
But yeah, if we could sign him. If we could sign him, I mean, we still don't have someone who can play brilliantly on the right-hand side. If we could sign him for 2 or 3 years, I would have Ronaldo because he would come back and still score 30, 40 goals a season. But he plays more as a striker now. That's going to take away from Lukaku, Lacazette. Jesus, no, our guy actually scores goals. But no,
Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, you'll have him back. We'll have Danny back on the right. That's what we'll do. So yeah, I'm in that space. We've got another call coming through here. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name is Danish.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Evening, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Who do you support?
I support Real Madrid. Huge Real Madrid.
Oh, okay, great. So, I mean, how are you feeling after that win?
You must be very happy tonight.
Honestly, once I saw the Ronaldo goal, I was screaming for like 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes continuously. I couldn't believe it.
Is that the best goal you've seen him score in a Madrid shirt?
To be honest, yeah, I think it's the best goal I've seen because it was so unexpected. I thought it was just going to go over his head.
Yeah, I mean, he was running back away from the goal. And I remember thinking, I knew he was going to try it, but not, 100, you attempt to overhead kick 100 times and then go in.
It's incredible because you have to get that time.
It's one of the best goals I've ever seen.
That's an incredible goal,
It
mate,
was just, yeah.
You've got to get that time, that perfect time.
Everything,
exactly.
everything, the connection, your jump.
Incredible goal,
and
mate.
he took it away from the goalie. It was amazing.
You won't see a better goal in the Champions League, in my opinion. You will not see another.
I think so. This season, especially, I don't think so.
Unless he produces another one.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I mean, overall the performance was okay. I thought the first half, I thought you started well. I thought Juve were unlucky to go behind in half time behind. I think that great goal, goal sealed the game really, and. I just think the referee, I thought the sending off was a bit harsh. It just completely ruined the game and it just turned it into a one-team contest.
Yeah.
But
can I ask you this question as a Real Madrid fan? I mean, you started the season off pretty poorly. There was a lot of pressure on Zinedine Zidane. Even if he doesn't win the Champions League this year and you win nothing, would you as a Real Madrid supporter still want him to stay as your coach?
I mean, he's my personal favorite as a coach, so I don't know how Real Madrid works in that sense. I don't think so. If he doesn't win the Champions League, it's going to be a poor campaign from him. But as my personal favorite, I do want him to stay, give him another shot, as did with Carlo Ancelotti. Even with Carlo Ancelotti, I wanted him to stay another season. But, that's how Real Madrid is. They want to keep improving, But I'm actually confident. Apart from Barcelona, I think Real Madrid can go all the way. They've beaten PSG. I mean, hopefully they've beaten Juventus, so let's see who else they have to face.
What do you think, if you needed to add a player to your couple of players, or do you think you need anyone that you would pick in the summer to add to your squad?
I think last season, I think after we sold James and Morata, and we haven't had any backup. The thing is, with Real Madrid, as good as they are, they can't they keep conceding goals. Yeah. Every time, no matter how great Ramos and Varane, their partnership, they just they keep conceding goals. So I'll hopefully try to bring someone in, someone maybe a more defensive right back or left back, because as you've seen, Carvajal was the one who assisted Ronaldo's goal. But sometimes, in the big games, when it comes to maybe Barcelona,
this was a big game, mate. This was a big game. I thought there was a good few last-ditch tackles tonight. But I don't think you need really much, do you? You've got a good side. I don't think you really need that much, do you?
Of course, I'll be honest with you, and I think after this match, Ronaldo proper silence is critical.
And you still got Gareth Bale on the bench as well.
Exactly. And we didn't even play him.
Absolutely, mate. Look, we really do appreciate your call. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, boss.
Top man.
Cheers, mate.
No.
A happy Real Madrid fan there.
No, I mean, I don't think they really need much, do they? I mean,
No, a bit, you know what, a couple more.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on the goalkeeper.
Well, they want that. They're after David De Gea, who is rumoured to be signing a new deal at Man United, but we don't know. We're going to take a quick look at the OneFootball app. First of all, we'll look at who got voted as man of the match. I think it's easy to guess. Look at the amount of votes. Doubt about that one. Look at the 16,000 votes he's had. Dybala actually got voted second best player on 4,000, followed by Isco, Buffon, Toni Kroos, Marcelo, etc. Ronaldo, he wins that absolutely hands down. But let's have a little look at some of the sort of statistical breakdown here. I mean, that goal was on the 64th minute as well, but then the red card happened on the 66th.
Yeah, well, once it's red card, they're going to
the game was done. But yeah, look, Real Madrid dominated a lot of the ball, which we knew they would. 2 goals, 14 shots, 5 on target, but still with Juve, even at the end they had an opportunity to get a goal back, and and Cuadrado missed 12 shots, only 2 on target again in that game. That was probably their biggest hindrance today. The first goal, they were asleep. Yeah. Second goal was a bit of a mistake from Chiellini, and then of course the overhead kick just absolutely destroyed them. But they didn't take their opportunities and chances, and that's probably cost them more today than anything else.
Do you think that ageing defence is now starting to tell, though, with Juve?
I think
tonight it started to tell
a little bit, and
it started to look like it's coming to an end.
Well, last year as well, they had.
I love Chiellini. Don't get me wrong.
But they also had Bonucci there last year. There was obviously infighting at the club, and he left. Yeah. If you had Bonucci there today, it's okay. You've lost one of the best centre backs in the world. You ain't replacing him, and that's surely showing. If you look at the defensive side of things today as well, pretty even really. 16 tackles from Juve, 13 to Real Madrid. Actually, Real Madrid's clearances, though, 14 to the 9 of Juve, which shows what we were talking about in the first half, that when they did get into the box, Juve at times, it was just shut down by this Real Madrid team. But who, we had the Madrid caller say, they concede too many goals at times.
But tonight, I mean, Ronaldo was the difference, wasn't it? But he was absolutely incredible.
And that's the thing, that's one of the debates there, between him and Messi, or them two being the greatest ever, in the majority of games. If you go, whatever game it is, you go back over the last 9 to 10 years and look at all of Barcelona and Real Madrid's greatest results, 9 times out of 10, if not more than that, 99.9 times out of 10, Ronaldo or Messi are the catalyst to them winning, and that's why they're up there. Whether you think they're the greatest ever or not, it's almost a
they're incredible players, but I still say Diego Maradona. I still say Diego Maradona, but then it's a matter of opinion. I mean. Maradona was incredible, absolutely incredible player, absolutely.
No, I totally agree.
I mean, but these two are they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic.
No, I totally get that.
And just to think, Arsenal could have actually got Ronaldo when he was at Sporting Lisbon. I think it was Sporting Lisbon, was it?
Yeah, I think Ronaldo goes into that list with Ronaldo, Yaya Toure, Zlatan. Yeah, Wenger turned them all down for Sanogo.
Yeah, and he didn't give Sanogo a trial. He said to Ibra, he said, "You've got to have a trial." We took Sanogo without a bloody trial. Don't get me on him. Don't get me on Arsenal tonight. Don't start me on Arsenal.
Jay, we got any more calls coming through?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Who's this? Who am I talking to? What's your name?
Hi, it's Izzadin.
Oh, Izzadin.
It's my first time doing a call on Discord.
Okay, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
Good. Tell everybody who you support.
Who do I support?
Yes, tell everybody.
Well, yes, I've already said this before many times on previous phone calls. As you may know,
I know, but tell everybody.
Man City supporter.
Yes, cool. I know who you support.
And I have watched today's game as well.
I'm asking you to tell, because every show there's new viewers that will have no idea who you support, so we ask you to replay that out. So, cool. Man City.
Yeah.
So let's look.
That's right.
So let's look at this game tonight. I mean, first of all, do you think it's a fair result, or do you think that maybe the referee sport it a little bit? Where's your viewpoint on that?
Hang on. Sorry if I interrupt or whatever, but again, I'll say this again to everyone who's hearing. Manchester City is the team I support.
That's great.
And today's game, it was dreadful for Juventus. Yes, but that second Ronaldo goal, it was absolute mind blowing.
About Man City, do you?
It was mind blowing, and thankfully my brother managed to record it.
Oh, okay, amazing. Was it one of the?
Yeah, on TiVo.
Do you think it's one of the best Champions League goals of all time, or the best Champions League goal of all time?
It's too early to say. We'll have to find out and see. But I would say it's the highlight of the game.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Juventus were dreadful. I don't know why on earth Dybala got sent off for that stupid challenge on Carvalho. I was like, what was he doing?
Yeah, no, I agree with that one, mate. I really, really do. But listen, thank you very much for calling up, my friend. You take care and enjoy the game tomorrow.
You have a good day.
Thank you. Take care.
Was he going on about Man City yet?
No, he kept on telling us who he supports, but I don't know what he was going on about, if I'm being honest. How is it too early to say? I don't know. What is it? Too many people now are talking to each other. Hang up on this. I'm reading that one out. Hang up on it.
Today, no, everyone's
great result today. Oh, hello?
Oh, one second.
Hello? Jay, what's going on?
Hello?
Hello, who am I speaking to? What's your name?
This is Darty from Florida.
Oh, lovely. Nice one. Who do you support, mate?
Arsenal.
Okay, you're an Arsenal fan. Great. What were your views and opinions on tonight's games? A fair result for Real Madrid. Do you think Juve were unlucky, or were they just outdone by one of the best teams in Europe right now?
It was a mix of everything, actually. It looked like they were really outclassed, though, in the end.
No, totally understand that. What was your views and opinion on Ronaldo's performance tonight?
I thought he was sensational. I thought he could have had probably a couple more goals, maybe 2. But overall, he was pretty great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, we've asked a few of this at halftime. When you're watching this level of football, how far do you think you are as a club away from getting back to challenging and competing with these teams?
It's a tough. I'd say right now, probably a couple ways off. We have a good chance of winning the Europa League this season, and if we do, we can probably match up with the Champions League winner at the end. I think that'd be a good bar for us if we could just win the Europa League for now.
No, I totally understand. And where do you sit on the Ronaldo debate? Is he the greatest player of all time, or the greatest player right now? Where do you sit on that debate?
For me, he's the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time. No one's been better than Cristiano Ronaldo for you.
Well, Messi's on par with him, but to me, it's them two. They're on the same level for me.
No, I totally understand. I totally understand your viewpoint. And, mate, really do appreciate your call. Thank you.
Yep, you too, man.
You can hear it that time. It was just saying that Ronaldo's the greatest player in the world. Messi's kind of on par. Oh, we've got an actual phone call coming through now.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Luigi.
Hello, Luigi. Who do you support?
Who do you think?
I support Juventus.
I thought I didn't want to.
With a name like Luigi.
Yeah, but I didn't want to assume just because he's got a very, very, very Italian name. Oh, mate, how are you feeling after that? How are you feeling after that defeat, my friend?
Well, what can I say? I mean, after the first goal, I thought Juventus had a real chance. They were playing really good in the first half. In the second half, I mean, I'm a very positive guy. Maybe not as much as Ty, but after that second goal, man, the game was end. I mean, it was over.
We saw Juventus supporters stand up and applaud that Ronaldo overhead kick. How did you feel the same level of adulation, or did you just hate it? How are you feeling?
I mean, it was it hurt, but I mean, let's be honest, it was one of the best goals ever. Like, really.
Yeah,
I can't say much. Like, and then the red card, like, that changed the dynamic, and we don't have any chance. I mean, to score three goals in the Bernabeu, I find that really difficult. And for them not to score, I don't know.
I thought you played quite well up until Ronaldo's goal. I thought you played quite well. A bit unfortunate to be 1-0 down, but there was the end product wasn't there tonight, was it? I mean, that's the problem. The end product wasn't there. But
yes.
Do you think this could be the end for Allegri? Do you think this now is the end for Allegri?
I think it's the end of a cycle. I really do think it's an end of a cycle, and it's going to be a big summer. Maybe Allegri can go, maybe he will stay, but a lot of players, they need to move. They're getting old, so it's going to be a big summer for Juventus, I really think. And if Allegri goes, then it's going to be a big decision whoever Juventus decide to.
Well, would you think that Antonio Conte? Would you think, because he's now? I don't think he's coming to the end at Chelsea. Do you think that could be the man to come in?
Listen, I love Antonio Conte. I mean, when he joined, he gave us that first year undefeated, which is something that I will never forget. But if we really want to win the Champions League, I don't think Antonio Conte is the right man for it. I think that he's a warrior, but overall, having to play 3 competitions, and he's very vocal about the transfers. So I'm not sure it will be the right decision.
He's definitely very vocal and he's very passionate. But you say no Conte. So who would you have in, and who would be the man that you would want in?
Well,
not Wenger. Do you want Wenger? Do you want to swap with Wenger? We could do a swap now. You can have Arsene Wenger. We'll have Allegri.
If Real Madrid let go Zidane, I would really love Zidane in Juventus. That would be my decision, but Zidane, it will probably be an Italian manager. We'll see.
Yeah.
There we go. Mate, Luigi, really appreciate your call. Obviously, commiserations for tonight's defeat, mate.
Hit the vino tonight, yeah? That's what you can do.
Yeah, all right.
Take care, mate.
Take care, buddy. Thank you. Oh, there we go. You hear the disappointment in the. It's always, do you know what? It's when you hear a fan who's not biased, when you hear a fan who's a true fan, when you hear that sort of, you can hear that sadness in his voice, because you just have all these.
It's hard.
It doesn't matter who you're playing. You've been there. I've been there.
I've been more sad than him at the moment. But I know how he's feel. It's deflating because they done a fantastic job to get there, beating Spurs in over the 2 legs, and that's all gone tonight. But it's a shame because I couldn't see that at half time, but that Ronaldo just completely turned the whole game with that incredible goal. The sending off, I thought, ruined it for me, because I think if they could have got 1 goal back, it might have made it a bit interesting,
Yes, 100%.
It's not over then, the tie.
Yeah.
But when you're down to 10 men, then Real Madrid have just got control of the whole game, and it could have been even more. It could have been even more than 3. Could have had a hat-trick, Ronaldo, as you say. But I'm disappointed for them, because I'm disappointed more for Buffon tonight, because he's one of the greats, and I would have loved to see him go out with the Champions League. And sad, really.
Totally agree with that. The Buffon situation, I think it is. But I think if you watch that game back again now with no anxiety, I don't know what's going to happen, you would see all those chances that Juve had. And I actually think if I was the Juve coach, yes, I'd have a bit of a word with Dybala, because he was a little bit careless when he was already booked, and he did dive for his first yellow card. Let's not be mistaken about that. But I think he'd be focusing more on the attacking players and saying, look at the opportunities we had, headers from a few yards out, opportunities to shoot where our touch was bad. That's the type of thing that needs to be fixed and sorted. We have a Discord caller coming through. Hello. Hello, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, where are you from, my friend?
Texas.
Very nice. What part of Texas? It's a big place.
Well, mostly I don't know if you know where Houston is.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, from there.
Houston, nice. And who do you support? Who's your team?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Okay, good. And watching this game tonight, what was your views and opinions on it?
Well, it's just I only saw the second half because I came home and then I turned on the game, and then it looked pretty close at the beginning with Juventus, the way they were attacking. But then I think when Dybala missed the free kick and then Ronaldo just scored the second amazing goal, I think that's when the game kind of started to die out. And then Dybala getting the red card kind of just finished the game off.
Yeah, that Ronaldo goal, Claude, that was as just pointed out there, that it literally came a minute or so after the free kick that almost deflected in.
Yeah.
It just shows how quickly football can. It's why football's the greatest sport in the world. Yeah. There is no other sport I can think of that turns around that quickly.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the atmosphere changed, the energy left the room, and it was dead. And then the red card happened. It was even more done. On Ronaldo's goal though, that second goal, Alex, how good, in your opinion, was that goal? Where does that rank amongst the greatest goals of all time?
It's actually like I get the time when he scored it. Like I guess it was a big risk taking the trying it at the time. I think it's got to be one of like the pretty highest goals I've seen for the circumstances and like the time that he took it.
Yep, no, I totally understand that. And if you look at the remainder of this competition, I know there's still the first legs of two quarterfinals to go, etc. But who would you rank now, considering that, you know, Barca are in good form, Real Madrid have hit form at the right time as well, Man City season's going so brilliantly. Who would you put out there now as the out-and-out favourites to win this tournament?
It would have to be between, I feel, Barcelona and Real Madrid. They both have the experience of going to the final. And I would love, actually, to see Real Madrid versus Barcelona in the final. You know, Ronaldo versus Messi in the final. That'd just be, I think, the best final.
I don't think they've met in the final, have they, Barcelona and Real Madrid?
No,
not as far. Yeah, that would be an amazing final. It really, really would. And let's see. I mean, I'd love, as a Man United fan, I still have an affinity and an affection for Cristiano Ronaldo. So to see him win it 3 times on the bounce, for me, would be nice. I'd take something. I'd take that as a victory, considering my club ain't going to go and win this anytime soon. Mate, look, really appreciate you calling all the way from the States. Thank you very, very much.
All right, thank you, man.
Top man, all the best.
I think everyone has gone on about Man City as well, but I think these teams now I think they're a level above the Premier League, and because if you look, when Real Madrid were playing they weren't at it, were they? When they played Spurs, they weren't really at it. And I think as in the group stages, these teams just warm up, and then when it comes to the crunch and in the quarter, they step up another level. Yeah. And I think you saw that tonight.
Oh, I would say that. It'd be interesting.
And everyone is going on about Man City and all that, but have Man City played this sort of level?
Well, this is the test. They need that acid test. They need that.
Exactly. I mean, are they up to this level? They're up to the Premier League. They've absolutely shot the Premier League. I'm not sure as well the Premier League is a great league at the moment. I don't think the quality is.
I think it's getting better. We've done better in the Champions League this year, but we're still a long way off from the top 3 or 4 European sides, in my opinion. I think, you know, as a general rule, you know, look, if Man United plays Seville again over 2 legs, they'd probably beat them. Juve and Spurs, very, very much neck and neck. It's all about the next 2 or 3 years of development.
Even we're going on about Spurs, right? And the Spurs have been fantastic in the Premier League this season. But Juve beat them.
But that's the point.
What I'm trying to say,
Juve,
I get that tonight,
completely.
That were turned over by Real Madrid, right, tonight, were beaten Spurs as well.
No, I totally get that.
That's what I'm trying to say. The level, is the level not great in the Premier League?
It's not. That's my point. The elite level European teams are still better than the elite Premier League teams. But I think there's been a jump from last season to this, and I think over the next couple of years you will start to, I don't know which ones. Man City probably will be there. If Spurs keep hold of their players, if they continue to develop, I think they'll move on above and beyond. Spurs' issue against Juve was more naivety than it was anything else. They actually outplayed them pretty much over 2 legs. So maybe a little bit of being a bit unlucky in many ways, but I think another couple of years and I think the Premier League teams will be back on par. I thought it might happen this year because the group stages, all the English teams were pretty good, but it got to the crunch stage and we now know we need to get better. The bar has been even
raised. If you look at Chelsea against Barcelona, right? Barcelona, for me, weren't at their best, but they still had too much for Chelsea. Yeah. So I just think our league is. I don't think the quality is as good as the other leagues.
We're behind them right now, no doubt.
Exactly,
about
it, I think it's a poor league, and it's proved it because the way Man City have just absolutely just gone through that league completely this season. They just.
Well, I suppose it depends what City do. If City get past Liverpool and then they beat Real Madrid in the semi-finals, then maybe we realise why they're so good. But we have to wait.
I've watched Manchester United, right, and I've watched Manchester United over the years. And this side is nowhere near as good.
It's not.
No, it's nowhere near. It's not got the quality that it's. No, you look at Man United in the past years, and you've got the treble side, the Ferguson era. they're nowhere near that score. That's what I'm trying to. And they're second.
I get that.
Second in this league.
We're saying the same thing as each other. My point is, I think we're getting better. Example being, look in the 90s. Man United dominated the Premier League in the 90s, but always flopped in Europe. And it took us quite a lot of attempts to get our squad back to a European. Like it took Man United a long time to become a European powerhouse again. Obviously, won it, and then it took another 10 years.
Yeah, but would that Man United team that you're talking about in the 90s, they would never have lost to Seville. Never in a million years. They would have murdered.
No, Seville. But they might have done four or 5 years prior to 1999. They might have done in 94, 95, 96 in the way to that. Yeah, that's my point.
We suffered a lot in earlier. The English club suffered a lot because of the ban. And we took a long time to recover.
I get that. But what's happening right now is the English teams are getting better in Europe, in my opinion. You're absolutely right. The European elites are in front of us. But I think over the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to get better and better. And I think
I just think that when it comes to this, when it comes to these sides, I think they just up their level. What you see in the first round and the qualifier is completely another level, and they go up another level. But that's...
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hey, yeah, it's me, Godwin.
Hello, Godwin. How are you?
Thanks, Terry.
Good. Remind everybody who you support.
United. Manchester
good.
United.
What were your views and opinions on tonight's game?
Juve Real was very good. I was actually watching both matches.
That takes some doing.
Juve choked in the second half. I think Juve choked in the second half, to be honest, because they were just all over the place, and Ronaldo's goal came out from nowhere, to be honest, because we all thought the danger had gone. We thought the danger had gone, and nothing was going to happen, and he just did that, and oof.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was sensational. We're just sort of having a conversation in here about the difference between the English sides and the top European giants. Why do you think there's such a gap, and do you believe it's being bridged?
Well, I think it comes down to the mentality for me. Like you guys said earlier, how Real Madrid were not doing too well in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And look at them now. Even Ronaldo. Even last season, he wasn't doing too well in the beginning of the season. He came out, all the star players of each of those teams, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, all of them step up at this time. This is where they get their form.
Yeah.
This is where they start scoring goals. This is where they start performing. As for the English teams, well, right now, City, Liverpool, attacking wise, they're not far off. But I don't think they have the mentality in defense to deal with this kind of quality. I think Fergie's time, he had the mentality in defense and attack. There was no too much attack and less defense. It was balanced. And he approached every game with the right mentality. I think that's the mentality of English clubs. I think it just needs to improve.
No, mate, I don't disagree with that. Look, really do appreciate your call, mate. Thank you very, very much.
No worries.
Cheers. Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming towards the end of the show now. And obviously, you've heard some of the calls that have come through via Discord. So I'm going to reconnect my phone, actually. I'm going to put my phone back up on the screen in just a second and show you what that app looks like. You can see it here, Discord. Click on it. Once you're in the app, waiting for this to load. It's just connecting now. So you guys can sign up for this. So we will get the calls coming in a little bit more fluidly as we move forward. We're also going to make sure that all the presenters are mic'd up and got earphones in so we can all hear what's going on. Just a bit of a test run tonight, as we said a little bit earlier. But as you can see, this is in the FanPark Live. Why are they in the Arsenal one for this game? But why? Well, we need to... Yeah. So I'm going to say hello. So you see me type that now. That's me saying hi. There you go. There's me. So if you haven't got it already, download Discord, sign up, get yourselves into the Hangouts. Really good place to chat. And it's another way that you guys can call into the shows moving forward. We'll get it a little slicker. Jay will tell me when people are coming through. I won't just have some random guy start talking in my ears. And I was like, yo, who's this? But there we go. Other than that, it's all good. But thank you all very much, as ever, for tuning in. Please make sure you download the OneFootball app for us. It's really important that gets done. Also, the ultimate football fan that powers all of this at FanPark Live, please make sure you download that app as well.
Quick prediction for tomorrow, Terry. For tomorrow.
2-0 Liverpool.
You go 2-0. I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1. I think Man City will get a goal. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
There we go. We'll see. We'll be back FanPark Live tomorrow, half-time and full-time for that. I'm now going to go and take myself to hospital because my foot feels like it's about to fall off. Yeah, I've ruptured my Achilles tendon walking into Asda's. It just popped and I fell on the floor crying like a little child. I nearly said something there that someone might take offence to. Child, I'll say. There we go. But listen, everyone take care of yourselves. God bless. Good luck. And I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.